Markets around us, retailing and wholesale. Buying and selling things are important occupational activities in modern life. We all go to the markets to do our shopping. A market may be defined as a place where buyers and sellers meet and conduct buying and selling activities. Successful markets recognize people's needs and requirements and stock such products. The manufacturer does not sell his products directly to the consumers. A wholesale merchant buys bulk goods at a lesser price. A retailer is a smaller merchant who buys such products from the wholesaler which he will be able to sell at his shop. Manufactured products are sold to the wholesaler, who in turn sells it to the retailer. The retailers sell the products directly to the consumers. Thus, there is a chain starting with the manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, consumer. It would be interesting to know more about what goes behind the entire process of buying and selling things in an age of consumerism. Markets. People who produce goods are called producers, and people who buy goods and services for their use are called consumers. There are a group of people who connect the producers and consumers, and they are known as traders. It is through trade that goods are supplied to the markets. As consumers, we buy or purchase the goods that have been supplied by the traders. Factors affecting people's access to the market. People's access to market depends upon these factors. Availability of goods. Availability of different goods in a market is the most important factor which affect people's access to the market. As people have very bit time in modern age, they want to purchase different things of daily use from the nearest market. Quality. All consumers prefer to buy quality goods. They generally do not compromise with quality and hence avoid shopkeepers who sell goods of inferior quality. They do not hesitate to pay a little more if they get goods of superior quality. Therefore, if a market maintains its standard of quality, it is sure to flourish. Convenience. Markets located in close proximity to residential colonies attract a large number of customers than a distantly located market. People generally avoid residing in colonies where there is no market or market is located far off. Price. As there is fierce competition, genuine pricing affects the sale of retailers. If he wishes to survive, he should charge genuine price for items. No consumer would buy things from a shopkeeper who charges more for the same item. Credit. People generally buy things by paying in cash, but there are some people, especially the service class people, who like to buy things on credit and pay the amount in next month after receiving the salary. Credit facility surely attracts more consumers. Income slabs. Variations of economic standard or income slabs are obvious in a society. The best retail shopkeeper is one who keeps these things in mind and maintains his stocks accordingly. He or she has to cater to the needs of various classes of customers belonging to low, middle, and high income groups. Therefore, he or she should keep items of all varieties, cheap as well as costly. Retail markets. Retailing is defined as selling products to the consumers for their personal use. A retailer is the seller who obtains product from one party and sells it to another. A retailer buys goods from the people who manufacture them. He also buys them from wholesalers. A retail shop stores a wide variety of goods for the consumer's convenience. Ordinarily, this would require the retail merchant to go to different manufacturers to obtain stocks. The wholesaler, who collects goods from various manufacturers and provides a regular supply of goods to the retail merchants, solves this problem. The retailer sells these goods directly to the consumer on a cash basis. Therefore, the retailer acts as a link between the wholesaler and the consumer. Retailers sell different kinds of goods to the people. They offer many benefits to the suppliers and consumers. For consumers, the most important benefits are that they are able to purchase small quantities of a wide range of products at affordable prices. For suppliers, the most important benefits are that they are able to reach their target market, build product demand through retail promotions, and provide feedback from the consumers to the product marketer. There have been several changes in supply and sales in the recent past. Attempts have been made to eliminate the role of wholesaler and bring the manufacturer directly in contact with the retailer and sometimes with the consumer. This would ensure more profit to the manufacturer. Cooperatives often sell products directly to the consumers without intermediaries. The success of cooperatives is an example of how elimination of intermediaries benefit the manufacturer and the consumer. Kinds of retails. Regular shops, super bazaars, and departmental stores are the different kinds of outlets which exist in retail market. Vendors and hawkers also sell goods to the consumers on the streets. Vendors can be called mobile traders as they keep moving from one locality to another. Hawkers and peddlers also belong to this category. Such retailers use their daily earnings to buy their goods. They buy goods in limited quantity and the prices on which they sell their goods are negotiable. Goods sold by them are not expensive. You may find many such shops which sell various objects of low cash value near places of religious worship, cinema halls, bus stands, and railway stations. Single-line stores. They cater only to a particular segment of customers. For example, a medical store specializes only in one kind of product. One can buy only medicines in such a store. There are several large shops that retail goods on a large scale. Examples of such shops are super bazaars, departmental stores, chain stores, and malls. A supermarket is large in size where a wide range of brands for various goods are stocked under the same roof. Thus, a buyer gets a vast choice. A departmental store, like the supermarket, is divided into different departments. Each specializes in or does a particular kind of business. Such stores cater to the needs of rich people. Apart from goods, entertainment, restaurants, and other facilities are also provided here. Chain stores. They sell goods that are similar in form or type. People living in metropolitan cities get the entire shopping experience in malls. A mall is a shopping complex which is situated in a multi-story building. Various goods and services are provided to the people in the same building. Besides, the shopper is able to choose from a variety of goods and services available at the same place. Bata and McDonald are some famous chain stores. Wholesalers. Every city has areas for wholesale market. This is where goods first reach and are then supplied to the other traders. A wholesaler buys goods in bulk and then sells it to the retailers. In this way, the wholesaler becomes the link between the producers and retailers. They spend a large amount of money to buy a special variety of goods. As they have to store goods, they have to take a big risk. It is not important for them to have a shop at a fixed location, nor do they have to spend money on advertising or window displays. Their margin of profit is low as their customer is a retailer or merchant. Moreover, there is always a risk of the goods stored getting damaged, destroyed, or stolen. Direct and indirect marketing. There are two main methods of marketing: direct marketing Indirect marketing. Direct marketing. The manufacturing in very little quantity with all your resources and selling it individually is called direct marketing. Let's take an example of basket weaving. Shamla, a tribal girl, collects the bamboos and processes it domestically. Her daughter color and designs it. After that, Raju, Shamla's husband, sells these baskets door to door. Such kind of marketing is called direct marketing. Direct marketing has some advantages on one hand and disadvantages on the other. Advantages of direct marketing. Producer is the master to take all decisions. Since there is no intermediary, so the products are cheaper to the buyers. All the profits go directly to the producer. Disadvantages to the direct marketing. The producer has to reinvest again and again in buying new material and waits till the product is not sold. The bulk order cannot be supplied. The producer cannot satisfy the pattern that a customer already has in his mind. Indirect marketing. From field to market, there are a number of intermediaries. So, selling the things to customer has many channels. In other words, when the manufacturer does not sell the product directly to consumer or customer, then it is indirect marketing. Like direct marketing, it also has some advantages and disadvantages. Advantages of indirect marketing. It promotes job opportunities. No stock will remain unsold. No worry about buying raw material nor for the customers. Disadvantages of indirect marketing. In this system, producer is less important and reduced to a level of labor only. Instead of master, he becomes less paid worker. Distribution of profit is highly unequal and irrational also. Commissioning to intermediaries is encouraged. Markets everywhere. So far we have seen marketplaces where people buy and sell a variety of goods and services. All these markets are in a specific locality and work in a particular manner. However, it is not necessary that one has to go to the market to purchase goods. You can place orders for a variety of things on phone or internet, and then goods are delivered to your home. In clinics and nursing homes, you may find sales representatives waiting for the doctors. Such persons are also engaged in the selling of goods. Thus, buying and selling takes place in different ways and not necessarily through shops in the market. There are markets that we may not be so aware of. This is because a large number of goods are bought and sold that we don't use directly. For example, a car factory purchases engines, gears, petrol tanks, axles, wheels, etc. from various other factories. We don't usually see all the buying and selling, but only the final product, the car, in the showroom. Weekly market. A weekly market is so called because it is held on a specific day of a week. Weekly markets do not have any permanent shops. Traders set up shops in the morning and pack up in the evening. There are thousands of such markets in India. Many things in weekly markets are available at cheap prices. This is because of the fact that shops in permanent building incur a lot of expenditure like rent, electricity, wages to workers, and taxes to the government. In weekly markets, these shop owners store the things they sell at home. Most of them are helped by their family members, and so they don't have to hire workers. Weekly markets also have a large number of shops selling the same goods, which means there is competition among them. One of the advantages of weekly market is that most things you need are available at one place. You do not go to different areas to buy different things. People also prefer going to a market where they have a choice and a variety of goods. We have looked at shop owners in a weekly market and those in a shopping complex. One is a small trader with little money to run the shop, whereas the other is able to spend a lot of money to run the shop. They also earn unequal amounts. The weekly market trader earns less as compared to the profit of a regular shop owner in a shopping complex. Similarly, buyers are also differently placed. There are many who are not able to afford the cheapest of goods, while others are busy in the shopping malls. Thus, Whether we can be buyers or sellers in these different marketplaces depends on the money that we have at our disposal. When a consumer has less cash at hand, when a consumer has less cash at hand, he or she would prefer to buy things from the shops which are cheap. People are discriminating buyers, so price of a particular product may attract people to buy that product if it is being sold at reasonable rates in a certain market. That is why people always go running after attractive offers of sale in some market. As the income of the family increases, so does its spending habits. This also has an impact on the kind of market a person visits. Trivia: Phoenix Mill was once a thriving textile manufacturing unit in Bombay, but now, in present-day Mumbai, the compound of Phoenix Mill is a busy shopping hub having premium national and international stores, malls, etc.